in your set. Obviously, Dan and I know exactly, almost exactly what we're doing. So, we are back. In the meantime, someone got a penalty. It looks like it is us. I don't know who or what, because we were tending to some failing technology. This is not stuff that was taken off a World War I Russian submarine either. We got state-of-the-art stuff here. Chris Backel, he doesn't skimp. Spare no expense, he said when he went into Radio Shack back in 1993. Anyway, we're going to still have stream until my computer battery runs out. We had to swap out the battery in the camera there, but we're good. Chris Backel had a backup camera battery. Obviously didn't have a battery for my computer, but we'll see how long it lasts. Junior Preds killing off the penalty for another 24 seconds. Still no score. We're just under 6.5 minutes left to play. Durrett is on the ice with Huntington. Virtua throws will be on the blue line. They're going to join Huntington and Durrett. Huntington's going to face off deep in the Virtua zone to the goaltender's right, just in front of Dan and I, and here we go. Huntington wins it clean to Barha. Barha pulls it into the neutral zone, just trying to shag the last 10 seconds off the clock, and he finds a seam. Nice job by Barha. Sent it all the way down the ice, and that'll do, Pig, that'll do. We have killed off the penalty, and Lemoyne is back on the ice. Caden Lemoyne had the penalty, if you're keeping track at home. Virtua has the puck behind their goaltender, trying to work a breakout, puts it into the neutral zone where it's grabbed by Uzel. Oh, Huntington almost made that. Huntington was called offside, and if he was, it was not by much. Uzel tried to time that entry into the zone with Huntington leaving the zone, and I thought they worked it out. Either way, we've got, let's see, Fredericks and Moore are going to be joined by, Olivas. Moore is with Fredericks.
We'll ask them now. I think we're back on.
Fredericks, Olivas, and Moore are out. Someone told us we're offline. I think we're back online. We've got Barha and Uzel on the blue line. Offline, blue line, red line, first line, line of cocaine. I could go on and on. Battle on the near half wall. Moore had it. Virtua picked his pocket. Boy, good hands by the kid on Virtua hockey. Moore did not give up. On the back check, Moore was able to get it back. Here comes Fredericks into the zone. Fredericks centered it toward Moore. Olivas came in, poked that one up in the air. Fredericks trying to have his back. Olivas kicked it back to Fredericks. Fredericks into the slot, brings it down behind the goal line, puts it in front. Moore is standing. Moore tried to get a stick on it. He just got a little poke. Virtua does a nice job getting to the wall. Olivas knocks that one down. Moore knocks it down. Virtua and Fredericks, I'm not sure who kicked it out. They were in a big battle. And offside is the call. Fredericks trying to hustle out of the zone when Lentz was hustling in near side. And offside is the call. What? Oh, no hustle. Referees are not the most svelte. Let's just leave it at that. McNaughton went. Boy, Junior Preds at the face-off dot have been almost 100% today. McNaughton won that one clean. Tries to hit Lemoyne. Slashing toward the net. McNaughton in a bound. Chucky picks up the loose puck. Steps near the dot. Puts it in front. The goaltender waves his arm at it. Knocks it down behind the net. Virtua picks up the rebound. Chucky all over the kid. They're going D to D behind the goaltender. They're trying to break it out of the zone. High off the glass. Near side. Lentz used all of his 6'1" to try to glove that one. Couldn't quite get a hold of it, though. It floats in. On cushion in front of Fogel there. Referee, I guess, is just calling the timeout. Okay. Set this up. We're going to drop it on the near dot. Junior Pred zone. We've got McNaughton. McNaughton's going to stay out with Chucky. And Durrett. No, Lemoyne. McNaughton, Chucky, and Lemoyne. It comes to Lemoyne far side. That one crossed him up. Goes out of the zone. Virtua just threw it back in on Fogel, who stopped it and left it for Peller. Peller to Frandina. Frandina to Lemoyne. Lemoyne feathers it up to McNaughton. Here we go. Crossing the red line. McNaughton tries to get it deep. Virtua knocked it down. McNaughton got a second whack at it. Sends it behind the net. Chucky engages. Picks up the puck. Nobody in the front of the net. Chucky working it to the front. Chucky got a shot on it. I think Lemoyne got a whack at it too. Big clash of bodies in front of the net, and the net is again knocked off of its posts. The nets are put on like steel tubes with a point at the bottom of them. So there's a bit of a spike, a little point sticks down about 3/4 of an inch that goes into the ice, and that's what holds the net in place. They have to be firm, but they have to break away. Jack Marshall, a continuation goal. Frandina shot it. I think it was Frandina. It might have been Peller. Whoever the far point man was shot it. Marshall picked up the rebound, shot it once. Goaltender knocked it down. Marshall shot it again. Marshall got 2 whacks at it, and because he didn't get shoved out of the way, he kept his footing planted and whacked until he got the goal. 1-0, Junior Preds. It might have been Peller. Peller's usually on that. I'm going to call it Peller to Marshall to the back of the net. Marshall really should get the assist on himself there because he hit it a couple of times. Well, now looking at Peller and Frandina, I'm going to say Frandina might have knocked that one first. Frandina's on the far side. Frandina to Marshall to the back of the net. Junior Preds getting back into their zone. Parker is out with Marshall and Huntington. Marshall, the goal scorer, playing the right wing for Parker's line. Huntington on the near side. Over the board, steps, Frederick, Starrett, and I'm guessing Moore will join them. He does. Frederick, Starrett, and Moore. Barha's going to be 1-point man, and the Junior Preds send Chance Uzel to be on the far point. Face off deep in the Virtua hockey zone, 3:42 remaining period number 1. Junior Preds up 1-0. Moore wins it to Fredericks, who threw a wicked wrister in on the goalie. I don't know if the goalie was expecting that. Turned it wide. Virtua trying to break it out. Finally they do. They get it into the neutral zone and take possession. Near side, get into the zone, throw one. That was going wide. Fogel wasn't taking any chances. Harry Fogel gloves that one. Fogel's glove is up there with the likes of Ozzie Smith. I almost said Bucky Dent. I'm trying to think of who was it Jerry Remy? Who was the Red Sox shortstop during the 70s and early 80s? It might have been Jerry Remy. All right, Junior Preds trying to work the breakout. That puck skips all the way down. Icing is waved off, and Fredericks runs it down. Fredericks sees Barha. He's got it to him. Barha had a little trouble with the puck. Virtua takes it, and they got a 2-on-1 break against Uzel. Chance Uzel! Oh, no! Boy, Uzel did exactly what he had to do there. He got in front of the kid and ended up stopping the kid's stick from the follow-through, which created a wounded duck kind of shot, but it just kind of fluttered up. It must have crossed Fogel up because he didn't get that glove on it. That's usually his strongest side, and it just found its way into the back of the net. Virtua Hockey ties it up with 3:05 to go in period number 1. And McNaughton comes out. McNaughton wins it clean right onto Lentz's stick. Chucky and Lemoyne are coming up the near wall after it. Virtua grabs it and sends it to the far side. Chips that one out of the zone. Matthews sent it right off of Chucky's ankle. Lemoyne, Lemoyne and Chucky trying to keep that one in. It doesn't matter. Everybody tagged up, and here we go. Behind the Virtua net. McNaughton is on and Lemoyne is on. McNaughton banged the kid to the ice, and he took out Lemoyne's legs. Lentz skating up, takes the kid out of the play, leaves the puck for Chucky, who got it to Lentz, who sent it deep. McNaughton's got it, left it for Lemoyne. It was a little bit behind him. Chucky got it to Matthews. Matthews, he cocked, he fired, and it went through the crease. Goalie got a piece of it, and now Lemoyne is getting shoved around. Lemoyne on that back door was trying to take Matthews' rebound and put it in, and he had a tidal wave. A tsunami of navy blue wiped him out. 2:21 remains. Game's getting physical in front of the net now. Matthews looked like he had a moment of decision if he would send that one as a pass or as a shot. He shot it, and it kind of skipped along the goalie's leg pads right to Lemoyne, who got mauled on the backside. Couple another good scoring opportunities, and Parker's line comes out. Olivas rejoins this line. Parker, Olivas is near side, Huntington far side. Peller and Frandina on the blue line. Looked like Huntington had his feet taken out from under him. No call. Virtua works it behind the net, and they've got the breakout coming. Into the neutral zone it goes. It skips past virtually everybody on the ice. The puck was bouncing, and it timed its bounces like a stone on water. It skipped right over the blade of probably 3 kids. Goes all the way down. Referee says icing is the call. Peller had a shot at it. It's an unusual icing call here. Peller had the last shot at it. Either way, Parker wins the draw. Frandina stepped up, and here comes Virtua. Oh, nice play by Peller to save a 2-on-1. Olivas left it for Parker. Parker and Huntington going hard to the net. Parker had that one poked to the far wall. Parker now in a battle on the half wall. Gets it to the point. Frandina's got it. Gets it to his forehand. Rifled it in. That hit several bodies on the way and got steered over to the near wall. Peller steps up and sends it on net. Goalie pokes it behind. Parker, Parker's going to the box for that one. Parker picked up a Virtua hockey stick and threw it over the glass. Garrett Parker with the ultimate move of defiance. And he's going for 2. See, me, I'm so innocent. I thought Garrett was going to pick up the stick and hand it gently back to its owner on the Virtua team. He must have gotten confused and thought one of the spectators was the Virtua hockey player and got the stick to them. It seems like an honest mistake. Peller and Frandina stay out on the blue line. They'll be joined by, let's see, Fredericks and Moore are going to come out for the first line of penalty. Well, wait a minute. We got Marshall coming out as well. Not sure what the call is. This was not offsetting penalties. I'm going to go to Dan Huntington to explain to me what's happening.
Called a misconduct or something.
Well, that should still put us a man down, shouldn't it? All right. Well, the penalty is not on the board either, so I don't know how long Garrett is going to sit out. Either way, it is 5-on-5. So we got Marshall, Fredericks, and Moore out with Peller and Frandina. Parker's in the box. Oh, man. Tripping is going to come on Frandina here as we're going to put Sam in the box with Garrett. That one should go on the board as a 2. Frandina was coming through to get the puck and just kind of brought his stick through the skates of one of the Virtua kids in the crease. So we're going to start the penalty kill. I'm still confused about what Parker is doing. All right, so 2-minute penalty on Frandina for the trip. McNaughton is going to come out with Lemoyne. Uzel is with Barha on the blue line. Another win by the Preds on the dot. McNaughton to Barha. Barha sent it off to the side. Virtua was able to keep it in. Uzel lands on the puck. Virtua dug it out from under him. Dangerous play there. And put one, I don't know if that went in front of the net or behind the net. The way Fogle played, it looked like it might have shot through the front of the net. Barha again rimmed it around. Oh, I thought that was going to work out for us. That puck hit something and ramped up halfway. Virtua was able to knock it down, but now we poke it all the way to the end of the ice. Behind the net it goes. Virtua blew the pass. Unfortunately, Lemoyne wasn't ready for it. He was coming in for the check. He was coming hot. And Virtua able to get it out. Nice job by Barha to make sure that one doesn't go into the zone. He threw it into the neutral zone. Backdoor pass. Barha throws it into the Virtua zone. Huntington is out, and Durrett is out. Huntington and Durrett take over at forward for the next part of this penalty kill. They've killed half of it off. We're down to a minute to go. 10 seconds left in the first period, so the period will end before the penalty does. Durrett in a big battle on the far wall. Virtua's got to do something quick, and they have a stoppage with a second left. 50 left on the penalty to Frandina. I don't know how long Parker will be in the box, probably until the referee says you are able to come out. This is like when you really make your mom angry. She just sends you to your room but doesn't tell you when you can come out. Usually takes Dad coming home and negotiating some kind of Geneva Convention truce. All right, McNaughton back out. See if he can go keep his stellar rating at the face-off dot. Drop, and there we go. All right. This, by the way, is the quietest. It is the most demure buzzer of any that we have experienced this year. It's like the buzzer doesn't want to be impolite. And you know the Bostonians are known for their politeness and their genteel nature. They're quiet, they're unassuming. They have kind of a 50-50 relationship with Tom Brady. They tend to like more than they dislike the Patriots. Some days, you know, it's like your kids. All right, at the end of 1-1, goal by Jack Marshall for the Preds. And I'm going to call it kind of a lucky goal by Virtua Hockey. So they were able to flutter one past Fogle. Junior Preds definitely have been probably outplaying Virtua. Yeah.
Malcolm would like to talk on YouTube.
Malcolm would like to talk on YouTube. Say hi, Malcolm.
Come on, Malcolm.
Malcolm is getting shy now. Uh-oh. There's a lot of girls listening, Malcolm. Yeah, buddy.
You know who's listening?
A lot of cute 17-year-olds, older women. Mrs. Robinson. I guess that'd be Miss Robinson if she's only 17.
All right, sorry for the interruption.
All right, Malcolm gestured hi to everybody on YouTube. Malcolm, I don't know, 3 years old maybe? I understand. I'm a wilting lily also, a bit of a wallflower. I'm like Dan Huntington. I'm quiet, but I carry a big stick. All right. The scoreboard reads 8:30, so it looks like the ice cut there'll be a hard stop for the ice cut. So they don't do the first whistle after 9. They just do 8.5 and boom, you're out. So 8 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to play half of a period and then cut the ice. We're going to shut everything down just to try to preserve our battery power during that ice cut. Looks like we're still streaming. And the smell of roasted chicken kind of wafts into the broadcast area. Dan Huntington is a picture of self-control, though. Dan Huntington has led his life in a very disciplined manner. Yes, please, give Dan Huntington your feedback, people.
My phone is in the car.
All right, Preds have 49 more seconds to kill off the penalty. Huntington is going to take the draw. He's joined by Jack Marshall. We've got Lentz and Matthews on the blue line. Huntington wins the draw. Marshall picks it up. He's got a kid all over him. Marshall is able to sweep it into their zone. Virtua trying to work it out near side. Bank one deep. That'll be icing, and it is. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not. That got waved off for some reason. All right, so we're going to play on. Far half wall. Lentz does a nice job punching the kid out of the play. Lentz had the puck for a second. Virtua was able to wrestle him off. Now Virtua trying to work it on the near side. Brings it to the wall. Huntington poking in on it, as is Matthews. They get it on the high slot far side all the way across to the near point. Point man drags it toward the center of the ice and just throws it into open space. Virtua's got it. Behind the net, behind Fogle. Lentz, nice job getting a stick on it, and Lentz throws it down the ice. Virtua's goaltender leaves it out for one of the forwards. They're trying to catch the Preds in a change and aren't able. Well, they kind of did it. Nice job by Matthews. Cole Matthews with that hand-eye coordination knocked that shot down before it got near Fogle. Into the slot. Nice play by Virtua. Little pass up into the slot, and they were able to get one off Fogle. By the way, the penalty has expired. Other E words. So we are skating 5-on-5. Durrett Moore and, Fredericks. Durrett Moore and Fredericks up front. Fogle having a little trouble as that puck was hitting legs coming in on him. A little bit like a pinball. Fogle dove toward it, and then someone kicked it to the side. Nobody really kicked at it. They were just battling with their upper halves, and their lower halves were banging the puck around. Fogle able to dive on it ultimately, and we have a stoppage. Face off deep in the junior Pred zone. Uzel and Barha are on the blue line, by the way. Moore leans in to take the draw. It gets dropped. Moore and the centerman for Virtua tie each other up, and it's just loose behind the net. Barha grabs it. He gets decked, pushed into the wall by two of the Virtua kids. Still a battle. Barha walks away with it. Barha up to Fredericks. Fredericks had Durrett skating up the far side. Durrett kicks it in, and here we go. Durrett loses his kid. He outskated the puck. Durrett's way too fast. Moore shot one. I think that hit one of the Virtua kids en route. It didn't get through to their goaltender. One of the Virtua kids lost his stick and shoved Moore down to the ice. There's a delayed penalty coming up on Virtua, and now it's called. Holding is the call. Could have called interference on that one too, I suppose. Junior Preds will go back on the power play. Virtua Hockey's kid beat Garrett to the punch and threw his own stick. Parker's still in the box looking, I don't know, he looks like our dog does when it's bath time. Like he'd just rather be anywhere else. All right, Junior Preds power play going to begin with McNaughton centering Chucky and Lemoyne. We've got Barha and Peller far to near on the blue line. Face off deep in the Virtua zone. McNaughton leans in. McNaughton wins it back to Chucky. Chucky had a kid just riding him into the wall, but we got it. McNaughton walks away with it around the ref, who hasn't moved, by the way. Chucky to Peller. Referee still standing in McNaughton's way. McNaughton able to walk in front of him to Peller, middle of the ice. Peller put it into one of the Virtua kids, and that one popped straight up in the air. Virtua sent it down on net. Fogel had to play that one and leaves it off for Peller. Peller takes a look and now skates it far side. Up the wall to McNaughton. McNaughton has Lemoyne breaking. Lemoyne leaves it up for Lemoyne, who skates, runs it down behind the goalie, rims it to the near side where Peller steps up. Chucky takes the point position for Peller. He's got it to Lemoyne. Nobody in front of the net. Lemoyne, look, nobody to pass it to. Brings it to the near far wall and Peller. Peller to Chucky, near side point. Chucky back to Peller. Peller's got Chucky in the middle of the ice. Chucky over to Barha. Barha in the high slot was met. Barha had some trouble with the puck again. Brings it over to the near side and Lemoyne. Lemoyne to Peller. Peller to Chucky. Chucky, not sure if he passed that one back or if it fluttered off his stick, but Virtua was able to grab it and send it all the way down the ice. Barha will get there at the same time as one of the Virtua kids, and Barha just does a little backdoor pass to Peller. Nice move by Peller to free up some space. Virtua's kid that was on him goes for the change. Peller up to Moore. Moore's got Olivas in the middle of the ice. Huntington waiting on the blue line. Moore dumped it to himself. Nice little move by Moore. Puts it behind the net. Olivas working with one of the Virtua kids, and Huntington skates over and grabs the puck. Near point, Fredericks. Fredericks to the middle of the ice, Frandina. Frandina far side to Moore. Moore put it in the middle of the ice where Virtua picks it off and sends it down. Thought Moore was going to step into the slot and shoot that one. Frandina's got it behind the net. We're working the breakout near side to Fredericks. Fredericks crosses the red line. Everybody waits. Fredericks now into the middle of the ice. Had that shot knocked down. Penalty is over. Teams 5 aside. Fredericks far side to Moore. Moore puts it toward the front. Olivas got a stick on that one, and then he gets taken out of the crease. Huntington got decked. Olivas put it toward Moore. Virtua tipped it, and all the way down it goes. I guess they're saying Virtua did not tip that one, or maybe they did. No, they did. Icing's the call. Last touched by one of the Virtua hockey kids. So we're going to bring it down with 4:19 remaining until the ice cut. We'll call that one halftime of a 3-period game. You do the math. All right, Marshall and Durrett are going to be joined by McNaughton. Connor McNaughton comes out again with one of their centers in the penalty box, being Garrett Parker. Looks like Junior Preds are going to be doing some fast rotation with their centerman. McNaughton, nice little pass back to Lentz. Lentz put it on net. That one or the goaltender put a rebound that bounced out. Nobody could get the handle on it, though. Virtua working behind their goaltender, now trying to get it out of the zone. Far side, it's going down. They're going to call icing on this one, too. And it is. Icing, another call. Just under 4 minutes to go till the whistle and the ice cut. The scorekeeper is leaning across the glass talking to Garrett Parker, probably explaining when he is able to leave the penalty box. So I'm guessing it will be soon. Parker stands up, so he might be getting ready to rejoin the game. All right, McNaughton. That might be McNaughton's first face-off loss of the day. McNaughton has been red hot at the dot. We still have at least decent possibility for control here. Back in the Virtua zone, Lemoyne is working on that far half wall. He's been taking on several kids the whole time. Lentz gloves it down, knocks it deep. McNaughton tried to run that one down. Nice hands by Virtua as they pull it away from him and send it cross ice into the neutral zone. Lemoyne runs it down and gets it to McNaughton. McNaughton's got Chucky breaking to the net. McNaughton toward Chucky. Chucky had his stick tied up, and it got ramped behind the goaltender. Virtua working far side. Lentz picks the kid up. Matthews is going to pick up the pieces. Lentz and Matthews, 1-2 punch. We've got the puck. McNaughton again. McNaughton's got no legs, but he's running it down anyway. Into the corner. Takes a kid out of the play. Chucky coming in hot. McNaughton still on the ice, still on his feet. McNaughton, now Marshall. Marshall crushes a kid. McNaughton finally gets to go off for the change. Huntington coming out to replace him. Uzel on the near point, sends it behind the goaltender. Marshall is given chase. Virtua wants no part of that, sends it back to the near side. Huntington all over the kid. He sends it down. We're going to have another icing, as Virtua ices it for the third straight time. That's 3 in about 1:15. We're going to face it off deep in the Virtua zone. Olivas joins Huntington and Marshall. Uzel and Barha near to far on the blue line. Face off deep to the goaltender's left, near side dot. Who's going to take it? Huntington's going to take the draw. Huntington leans in, ref puts it down. Huntington wins it. Marshall sends it behind the net. Olivas giving chase. He's going to put a kid into the wall and does. Lets him go, though. The kid is able to recover and send it around to the near side where Virtua picks it up. Cross ice pass into the neutral zone. Nice hands by Barha. Barha gets it to Marshall, who tips it into the zone. Virtua picks it up, though. D to D now into the neutral zone. Uzel sends it deep. Huntington running back and forth, had to tag up. Now he's going in hot. Comes to the near wall, half wall. Olivas didn't do much there, just sort of skated and looked at the kid, and here they come. Virtua into the zone. Chance Uzel back into the neutral zone. Virtua picks it up, can't get it past Fredericks. Fredericks running to the net. Huntington next to him. Fredericks hits the defenseman right in front of him. Olivas going for a change. Barha knocks it deep. Everyone's got to tag up. Fredericks tags. Durrett joins him. Moore is on the ice. The referee is, I thought he blew the whistle. I'm not sure what happened there. The referee behind the Virtua net put his arm up and was making some kind of motion.
Delayed offside.
Delayed offside is the call. So, all right, all the way down. They get a shot on Fogle, who's able to glove it down. No rebound. 1:52 remaining. Still a 1-1 game. Moore leans in. Moore, Virtua won that one. Put it just wide of the net, though. Frandina's got the puck behind the net. D to D to Peller. Peller far side over to Fredericks. Fredericks out to Moore. Moore tips it into the neutral zone. Durrett did a flyby on that one. It was a little behind him. He just couldn't reach it. Fogle stops it behind the net. Peller's got it. Spins it around to Fredericks. Fredericks had that one whacked off of his stick. He was trying to kick the puck up to his blade. He now gets it up to Moore on the far wall. Moore just shovels it into the neutral zone. He thought Durrett could get it. Durrett took the kid instead and wiped him out. Near side D to D. Frandina into the neutral zone. Fredericks tried to ramp that one deep. Nice job by Virtua to stop that one, and they were able to get the loose puck, bring it into the zone, and get a shot off. One of the Virtua kids went flying into Fogle. Everybody, parents from both teams were yelling for something. No call, though. Not sure if Frandina shoved the kid or if he lost an edge. Either way, no harm, no foul. We are at roughly 1 minute to play. Still a 1-1 game. Once again, we'll shut it down for the long ice cut and then try to reconnect on the back end as much as we can do. Puck is dropped. Virtua can't hold it. Lemoyne is hot on him. Shoves him out of the way, gets the puck and puts it ahead. Oh, for Chucky, who just couldn't reach it. Man, Lemoyne put that one out. Chucky, if he could have had that one, would have been breaking right toward the goal in full stride. It comes to the near half wall. Virtua pokes it up to a charging forward, and he's coming up the near wall between Matthews and McNaughton. They just wiped out all of his momentum. Matthews has it on his backhand, sends it up to Lemoyne. Lemoyne into the neutral zone. McNaughton got a late start on that one. He was coming out of the zone. Nice job by Barha standing the kid up. He had no chance to get that puck. Matthews, backwards pass to Chucky. Chucky tried to whack at it. Virtua whacked him instead. A lot of crushing into the boards behind the net going on. Fogle says, I've had enough of this noise, and reaches behind him for the cover. 17.4 seconds remain in period number 2. Should be the last shift before the ice cut, and there will be a hard out. The buzzer will sound, and we're going to the locker room. Huntington, Olivas, Uzel, and Barha, and Marshall coming out. Huntington will take this draw deep in the junior pred zone. It is dropped. Huntington wins it. Barha's got the puck out to Marshall, near side. Marshall looking center ice. Olivas tips it forward. That's going toward the goaltender, who leaves it to the side of the net. D to D behind the net. Huntington charging up. Virtua tipped that one into the neutral zone. Uzel was kind of caught in between, not knowing if he should go forward or backward, and it really doesn't matter because there was no time left anyway. All right, we're shutting it down. We'll take a 10-minute ice cut and then stream as much as we can of the second half.